way, I think makes sense.
Also says to me they were
Azir,
trying to set
Ori.
up for this Orianna first pick on PSG talent side. Now not able to. I wonder will they just default to the Wukong?
Also,
or
VKS
is there
on
something else that they're
red.
starting to
I mean,
prioritize
that,
that
you
little
know.
bit higher coming into this?
No, there's no way.
Wukong is
There's no way that
available,
it's fucking
Sion
Lee
is
Sin
available.
V1.
A lot of these powerful early
Look, as an
picks.
EU person, I've realized you don't pick Sion when Trundle's still available, all right? We've realized that already against PLG.
All right. We've got a couple of lessons learned here. So instead, I think they agree with you. They're going to go with the Wukong. I feel like this has emerged as pretty solidly the strongest jungler on the patch. Teams are always happy to be locking it in, and I'm sure PSG will be happy to get it for Karsa.
Yeah, they'll be very, very happy, and it's something that Karsa can perform on. And honestly, I think Karsa has been putting in fantastic performances in the early games. It's just been when it gets to the team fights and around those objective setups that they just weren't able to match
Sion
up
picked up,
toe-to-toe
so we're gonna have a ball
against
comp
people
potentially.
Like Hanwha Life and
Come on,
Gen G.
please.
That Sion, though, going to be taking the upside.
Please tell me there's actually something spicy and Trimby didn't lie to me.
You either have to play Trundle top into him, which
Okay,
is
then
not super common these days.
We also learned that in EU because Oscar Vernon tried us. So we have a lot of learnings when it comes to Sion.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are...
yeah, we've got the whole smorgasbord.
All right. All of the lessons of Sion are learned in Europe. We have discovered here today, but it will be the Sion locked in for VKS. There for Wall in the top side. Desamas will lock in the Xinjiao for himself. So two very powerful junglers here for both sides in game one.
And definitely something that gives Desamas the opportunity to try and be that bit more aggressive. Levels 1
I wish I knew what the sign said, but I can't read any of them.
As long as he's got set up.
All right, Mbessa picked up, and then PSG. I don't know. I mean, the thing is right now is that VKS will just they'll drop like a ball type comp, like things like
this bottom side of the map and try and play around
things like Kog'Maw and Braum and like all these other things. They become so much better.
Locked in now for PSG.
Rise.
And it's worth pointing
Dude,
out that
if Anivia was picked, oh my god! But I guess they're thinking Nero can't play Anivia.
So both of these guys going to be
Oh my lord! You know, also Malzahar is really fucking crazy in a spot. I mean, we went over all the Rise answers in the past, right? Vel'Koz, Rise,
to operate in this kind of
Anivia,
and this is something the PSG talent
Malzahar,
domestically work quite strong on. I'm gonna have to see if they're gonna be able to bring that
Lux.
now to the main stage as well. Okay, though, we're gonna have to see what
I mean,
they
obviously,
want to try and answer with,
there's other
again,
champions, but
you kind of have
Band
to take your mid
is
laner
like
here
Ori.
to answer the Rise, and it will be that Talia.
Okay, taking the Talia. I like this as well because yes,
Talia,
Miru has
I
played
do not
it a
like,
couple
just
of
gets
times.
outscaled.
It's not a trademark Miru
It is good
champion or
against
anything
Ambessa,
throughout
and it is
summer,
good against
but it
Wukong,
is
don't get me
Maple's
wrong.
most played by a country
But-
mile over on the other side. So since we are in Fearless, this will also deny the Talia for the remaining 2 games. I like this here.
Yeah, and it's also strong into the Wukong. Plus, when you've got the slow from the wind becomes lightning, hitting that seismic shove becomes significantly easier. So you've got a decent mid-jungle pairing, and it's something that you can look to try and play through on VKS's sides. However, moving into this next rotation, it will be AD carries that are next on the chopping block, with neither Mortes or Betty having any sort of answer right now. And I think it's a good call. Betty has looked very strong across not only opportunities domestically, but also at points during the course of this series and internationals in the past. So taking that focus on him makes a lot of sense here.
Okay, Caitlyn off the board. We'll see if we want to continue targeting those long-range AD carries or if the switch changes to support instead. And yeah, looking at the Poppy. Remember the support Poppy?
I mean, Poppy ban for Poppy support. I mean, that is pretty legitimate. Dude, please just let me, please let me see Lucian. Let me see Lucian on R4. Please let me see Lucian.
What else do we want to see banned by VKS?
Well, honestly, if I'm VKS, the thing I'm worried about is kind of tank shredders. So I'd honestly be looking not at like the traditional AD carries that we've seen thus far at the tournament, but actually things like the Jinx and maybe even things like the Aphelios for some of these fights. Aphelios is a little bit harder to operate, but I definitely think I'd be looking
Aphelios is bad because when he ults, he gives confirm to Mbessa.
I know Kaiwing is kind
even
of
though he is thematically good into what PSG has.
But still, something
but
like
also champions that can build experimental hex plate just to be tanky against Mbessa and Wukong is, oh my god.
That feels to me like they're looking
that does feel like Jinx.
Lane-dominant type of opponents.
When Caitlyn and Lucian both get banned, it really makes me think that it's Jinx. Or Smolder. It's either Jinx or Smolder, is what I would imagine. If I see something absolutely pig disgusting like Sivir,
Jinx Thresh, they're going to go towards something like a Kai'Sa Alistar, right? Just try and bypass that front line of the Sion, and then try and find that access to the back line. Looks like the Alistar, though, going to be snatched away.
I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna kill.
Maybe the Nautilus is your best answer here.
Yeah, we've got the Alistar. Now the Kai'Sa, remember, in the previous series we did see
there's no damage, by the way. There's no damage. They have no damage right now.
So far at this event, she went up to
even if they go Jinx, it's going to be an Enchantreless Jinx and an Enchantreless Zhao, so they're stunting all of their fucking champions in the game. They're just going to get run over by PSG in team fights.
You're not filling me with hope here, but I think you're kind of stuck, to be perfectly honest, as PSG talent. Either you go for, again, like Jinx and go for the, hey, we're just going to go for full front to back.
PSG could have just gone Jinx X or Smolder X because it's a fucking Alistar. So, like, the problem is that VKS doesn't have any way to play around that. There's no magical R5 AD carry pick that would beat a Smolder or a Jinx pick on B4, B5 with a, you know, complementary support that you know you're going up against Alistar. There's no pairing for ADCs on R4 that can win that lane and then somehow play us to the strength of the team composition. Jesus fucking Christ.
It does feel like for PSG talent, though, they need to get the ball rolling early, because otherwise you just
holy shit.
Especially locking in the Sen, if they're going to go for your DPS is severely lacking. Maybe that actually will give an opportunity for PSG talent.
Yeah, nice, man. Nice, Sivir. Nice.
Looking at PSG talent.
Nice. You know what? Nice, man.
And a decent lane neutralizer in the Corki to try and just provide access for PSG talent to play a 1-3-1. And if they can find picks and snowball through that, that is their win condition. But for VKS, I mean, great scaling, decent side lane in the Talia, fantastic front to back. They are all about playing this slow, steady grind through PSG talent as they look for those objectives.
And I like the Sivir, particularly when I look at Sivir, I look at how easy is the spell shield in the lane for the matchup. Rakan's grand entrance, you better not miss it. Corki's phosphorus bomb, it sails through the air at the speed of molasses, right? Like, both of the main spells that your opponents use to trade are very easy to spell shield. So I like this pick here. We'll see how well it works out for VKS and PSG, who have both not yet found their first wins here at Worlds 2025. Both now have to battle through.
Dude, it's just such a sabotage draft, man. It's just such a sabotage draft. I'm gonna watch them get run over. Okay, I'm gonna watch them like end up as a fucking, you know, Bukake OnlyFans video in this game and have zero fucking damage because they chose a Sivir who has one of the more expensive 3-item requirements as an AD carry because she's not a 2-item ADC, especially not in this game. And then she's going up against fucking Wukong, Ambessa, and Rise, and then a Corki who can match her at every single fucking step of the way, except he's stronger at 1 item and 2 items. What are we doing, man? It's fucking sabotage reportable drafts. Like, it's
I think there's a little bit of a difference there between the two squads.
And if you
then CL is going to make another fucking tweet after the series saying that, like, he just didn't prepare. He's something so fucking ridiculous. Report yourself, man, for fucking Alistar on R4. What are you doing? Absolute disgusting sabotage draft. You have no fucking damage, R1 through R3. You need a fucking Enchanter for Zen. You've sent Sion to just be a fucking tank. You picked Talia just to fucking press Q on the wave against fucking Rise and get outscaled by him. We're going to be having...
Unfortunately for them, the Rift Herald, where the game got completely blown open in that one. Their matchup against FlyQuest, unfortunately,
goddamn draft, so fucking dumb. Play this game out 100 fucking times. You're gonna win like 15.
What I want to see here is
so dumb across the board.
But as they play aggressively,
blind Alistar for fucking what? For what, man? So you can Alistar fucking headbutt in, Zin follows up, you do your combo. Wow, Rise is at fucking 60% still. Like, what are we doing? All of your items cost more than the opponents, which means that you guys are also always off tempo. But then in addition to that, they have an AD carry that's matching your ADC across the way. You don't outscale the fucking Rise. Who does anything to Rise in this game? I don't even care if they fucking win. Maybe, you know what, maybe they will win. Maybe fucking PSG will run it the way that fucking MKOI ran it in Game 2 versus Fnatic, and then they'll win. I look like the asshole, but it has no relevance to what I'm fucking saying. It should happen in 0-0-0 settings. And of course it should always be 0-0-0 settings, because there's no playmaking opportunity on this team. Not in terms of players, but like in terms of actual draft matchups.
Back in 2021, it was Peace eliminating Red Canids, excuse me, then